Seorang gadis asal Inggris terpaksa diamputasi kedua tangannya akibat menderita penyakit keracunan darah pada usia 15 bulan. Namun, sebuah perusahaan rintisan bernama Open Bionic membuatkan sebuah tangan buatan menyerupai robot bagi gadis yang kini menjadi salah satu YouTuber lewat video-video make-up-nya. Yuk kita kenalan dengan sosok uniknya berikut ini.
I had meningococcal septicemia strain B, it's a mouthful, when I was 15 months old, so I was born with hands, everything was fine, and then I got a disease, which meant, it was like this, septicemia is like a blood poisoning disease, so my hands basically went all purple, like scabbed over and all curled over, and it got to the point where they thought I was going to die, 100%, like, I was dead basically to them, and they basically literally they were asking my family if they wanted to come in and see me before they put me to sleep because they didn't know I would wake up. But somehow it was after 1 week in intensive care, 3 weeks of recovery, a second infection and 10 blood transfusions that we found out that I was starting to show some signs of recovery, and I survived. But they did, in order to keep me alive, they had to amputate my hands, both hands. So then ever since then I've been working with all sorts of different prosthetic companies trying to get some kind of bionic hands available, and I got these ones. These are the hero arms made by Open Bionic, and I got these in January, and they were inspired by the movie A Little Battle Angel, and they were given to me at the world premiere in London by James Cameron, so that was pretty cool. They work by sensors on the inside, here and here, and it's just those two muscles that operates everything, so it makes it really easy for the kids or the adults or anyone in general trying to learn how to use the hand for the first time. But it's basically squeeze to close and flex to open, and then if you flex again there's a vibration, you'll see it'll turn green, and that tells me I've changed grip modes. So there's 4 in total. Again, if I squeeze, you could do just normal close like that. I think I would probably use this grip mode, but you just squeeze around it. I think it's really interesting how people wearing the other hands, the really realistic ones, you would step outside and people would be really confused and scared and turn around and be like, what is that kind of thing? Whereas now, I feel like a big misconception people had was that we all, us amputees, wanted to have human looking hands that were actually, when they were made, quite scary. Whereas now, we've finally found out the truth that is, prosthetics don't have to look realistic. Nobody wants them to be realistic. People who they were made for, the amputees, they didn't like them. People they saw on the street, they didn't like them because it would scare them. They didn't know whether it was real, whether it was fake. So it's really interesting now to see the difference in reactions, because now you step outside and no longer are people scared and frightened away by them, but they want to come over, shake my hand, say hi. And kids are really excited by them now, rather than being scared of them before. They're now like, wow, where can I get my own? I was finding it quite difficult to do that with only one arm, as you can imagine. So I decided, why not try and do it with one bionic hand? So that's how I got into doing that, and it did take a lot of patience, perseverance. I had to find out which grip mode was best for holding different brushes, which I found is the grasp here. I put the stick on these strings here because I feel like that gets the best grip. But I just like to do makeup tutorials just to show people who are getting these hands. It's really great for people who just come, just like your average YouTuber, come find out how to do a makeup look. But also Open Bionics and other amputees wearing these hands for the first time, if they want to do something like that, or want to know how to hold the more like a pen, it's kind of similar, I would hold that in the same way. So it's really helpful for a lot of people, I think, but it's also fun for me as well.